Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about CNC part programming. So first of all we should understand what is a CNC part program. A CNC part program is a set of enclosed information giving coordinate values and other details to indicate how a cutting tool should be moved in relation to a workpiece in order to achieve the desired machining form. A CNC part program will contain all the information for the machining of a component which is the input to the CNC system. The CNC system provides signals at the correct time and in correct sequence to the various drive units of the CNC machine. So a CNC part program is nothing but a set of enclosed information which is written by using alphabets and numbers and symbols. So a CNC part program will give us information related to coordinate values. For example, the coordinate values are nothing but the x-axis value, y-axis value and z-axis values and other details. Now, what are other details? Other details means how the cutting tool should move with respect to the workpiece. Uh, so whether the cutting tool has to move in the linear direction or in the clockwise direction circular or in the anti-clockwise direction circular, that is all mentioned in the part program. And also the part program will give other information such as spindle stop and coolant on, coolant off, spindle rotation in clockwise direction, spindle rotation in anti-clockwise direction. So this is information related to machine is also specified, is also written in the CNC part program. So mainly in the CNC part program we will use two types of codes, G codes and M codes. The G codes are related to the cutting tool movement and M codes are related to the machine parameters. So these main two codes are used in the CNC part programs. Now, a Cartesian coordinate system is also very important when we are writing a CNC part program. Now, what is a Cartesian coordinate system? A Cartesian coordinate system is used to locate any point on the drawing or on the machine component. So if you want to fix any point on the machine component, we'll make use of a Cartesian coordinate system, and also to fix any point on the machine component or on the drawing, we make use of the Cartesian coordinate system. As you can see in the diagram here, this is the Cartesian coordinate system and it is having four quadrants, 1, 2, 3 and 4, which are written in the anti-clockwise direction. These are four quadrants, and here we are making use of x and y axis and z axis, which are mutually perpendicular to each other and which are meeting at a common point. In the first quadrant, the x value and y values are positive. In the second quadrant, the y value is positive and x value is negative. In the third quadrant, the x value is also negative and the y value is also negative. And in the fourth quadrant, the x value is positive and the y value is negative. So here how we will get this information? So there is a rule that from the origin and to the right all the x values are positive, and from the origin to the left all the x values are negative. From the origin to the upward direction all the y values are positive, and from the origin to the downward direction all the y values are negative. And for z axis value, the z axis value above the surface is positive and the z value inside the surface is negative. So this is called as the Cartesian coordinate system, which is very helpful when we are writing a CNC part program. Now we'll discuss about dimensioning methods which are used while we are writing the CNC part program: absolute dimensioning method and incremental dimensioning method. So in the absolute dimensioning method, it is the most common method of dimensioning. In this system, in this method of dimensioning, the dimensions are measured from a single reference line, or it is also called as a datum. So here all the dimensions are measured from a single reference line. Here the reference line will not going to change. The reference line will be fixed, and we have to give all the dimensions with respect to this reference line. As you can see in the diagram, the reference line is fixed and all the dimensions are given with respect to that reference line. Okay, and the advantage of this system is that if any hole is wrongly located, uh, in the drawing, it will not affect the dimensions of other holes. Okay, so when we are writing the program by using absolute dimensioning, so we have to write the code in the program as G90. That will indicate that we are writing the program by using absolute dimensioning method. Okay, so this is regarding absolute dimensioning. Now discuss about the incremental dimensioning method. In the incremental dimensioning method, the dimension values uh, are not given only from a single reference line. Here the reference line or datum is not fixed. It will change every time. Okay, uh, so if we give, as you can see in the diagram, we have for the first hole we have given x value as 1 and y value as 1. While we are giving the x and y values for the second hole, we have taken the position of first hole as a reference. We have given the dimensions for the second hole by considering the first hole position as reference. Okay. So the limitation of this system is that if any one hole is wrongly dimensioned, the other all holes will be affected by this wrong dimensioning. Okay. So that is the disadvantage or limitation of the incremental dimensioning method. So when we are writing the program by using incremental dimensioning method, so we have to specify the proprietary code G code as G91, which is used for indicating incremental dimensioning. Okay, now I will discuss about certain important definitions related to various position and reference positions. Now first of all, we'll discuss what is a machine zero point. The machine zero point is the point at which coordinates of all the axes are 0. The coordinates of all the axes will be 0 at the machine 0 point, and the cutting tool moves with respect to this point, and position of all the axes can be seen on the computer screen with respect to machine 0 point. We can see the position of all the axes with respect to this machine 0 point on the computer screen, and this machine 0 point is decided by the manufacturer of the machine, and we cannot change the machine 0 point. The second one is work 0 point. For preparing the part program, first the tool path is prepared according to operations and sequence of operations, and then coordinates of all the points are determined. Coordinates are nothing but x, y and z values, z axis values. These coordinates are determined by considering an original point on the job where all the axis intersects and coordinates of that point are 0. Okay, this point is known as work 0 point, and it is given by the programmer. It is fixed by the programmer. It can be changed, work 0 point, but we cannot change the machine 0 point. The work 0 point is given for preparing the part program. Okay, and at work 0 point all the axis values are considered as 0, and it cannot be changed. It can be changed, but the machine 0 point cannot be changed. The third one is tool home position. The position where the tool is placed away from the work 0 point is known as tool home position. Why it is placed? For the sake of safety of the tool, job and machine, we keep the cutting tool away from the workpiece. Okay, and at the tool home position, the cutting tool will be changed. If you want to change the cutting tool, first of all we have to move the cutting tool to the tool home position, and there we have to change the cutting tool. Okay, this will provide safety. The tool is changed only at the home position, tool home position. Okay, so this is about the machine 0 point, work 0 point, and tool home position.